Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Today, I'm going to talk about before you get married. Before you get married, you should actually like that person before you marry that person. Why would you marry somebody that you don't like? Love will eventually come. Before you get married, ask that person what they like and what they don't like. For example, what about finances? Who would be in control of the finances? Who would be in control of paying the bills? How would they feel about if you have children, if you have small kids, if you have an adult children? How do they feel about that? How do they feel about the in-laws? How do they feel about the way you dress? How um how do they feel about your sexuality? How do they feel about, have you ever had an STD? Ask these questions before you get married. Before you get married, ask the person, what is their religion background? Who do they serve? Who do they worship? Ask the person before you get married, how, how do they feel about you wearing weave or not wearing weave? Or how, or how do they feel about before you get married? How would they prefer you to dress? A lot of times, people like to control people in marriages. And I would say, from being married, that is one of the biggest mistakes a person could ever try to do before or even after you get married, trying to control another adult. Remember, you guys both are adults, you're not children. Sometimes a person may act like a child, but in essence, they are an adult. So never try to control a person before you get married, and definitely after you get married. Before you get married, find out how that person feel about family members, in-laws. Before you get married, ask that person about their goals in life, what what they want to do. And I always say start off with a short frame of time, and then eventually it's gonna lead up to longer. Before you get married, ask that person, have they ever had any mental breakdowns? And if so, how do they handle it? A lot of times people will be honest with you, and then I would say 50-50. And then sometimes people won't be honest with you because they're afraid they may lose you if they really tell you some things about them. Some things need to be said, and then some things should not be said. But in essence, if you're planning to marry this person and spend the rest of your life with until the Lord call you home, these some things that need to be talked about before you get married. I'm just saying. And on that note, if it's the Lord will, Miss Sarah shall return before you get married. Ask these questions. Um, I may come back again with part two. Bye.